Hey, it's the Empire. Geoboxing Empire. Back for boxing. Now, man, big news, man. Canelo Alvarez, the biggest superstar in boxing, fought Rocky Fielding, man, in a completely one-sided destruction. And, contrary to, Song working the whole life being undefeated and having the biggest upset of his career by getting stopped by Canelo Alvarez, the guy who loses has the biggest smile on his face. And Chris Eubank Jr., he commented on this. Now, he put it on Twitter, man. It was funny, man. On December 15th, he said, "Never seen someone look so happy to lose the world title." Right? Really funny stuff. Chris Eubank Jr., funny guy, man. Now, and it was funny. He has a guy shrugging, like, what? Like, why is this guy so happy? And you know what? Chris Eubank Jr. is right, man. I never understood people, who take the biggest loss in their career and get completely dominated, destroyed, and knocked out. And the guy just couldn't look more happier. That being said, Chris Eubank Jr. is at 168. He's in the same division Canelo Alvarez is in. So, maybe he's actually thinking about fighting Canelo Alvarez. Now, man, 168 division is an extremely difficult division to maintain and to basically control. It's a really hard division. The biggest stars, in my opinion, at 168 in America are, they're actually American, because Badou Jack's from the, he's from the UK, and what's the other guy's name? The guy Badou Jack fought, it'll come to me later, but he's from another country that's outside of America. The biggest stars in America are Andre Dirrell and Anthony Dirrell. Those are really big fighters, and even they couldn't hold the title for long periods of time. Andre Dirrell, he actually got a title by DQ because Jose, I can't even pronounce his last name, but he basically hit him after the bell, and he was disqualified. Therefore, Andre Dirrell was able to keep that title. And then he fought, when he rematched him, he actually lost the title because he got stopped. So, it's extremely hard having the title at 168. And Anthony Dirrell fought for a title, and he lost the fight. And it's just really hard for any top fighter to maintain a title at 168, extremely hard. So, Chris Eubank Jr., he tried for a title when he fought George St. Rose, came up short. He entered the Super 8, beat everyone but Rose. So I think that's still a feat in itself. Sometimes you get number 2 and, you come back stronger next time. But Chris Eubank Jr., man, he does have a point about Rocky Fielding not taking it seriously, man, and, being too happy to lose his title. When you go undefeated for, 5-10 years at a time, and then you take your first loss, you wouldn't think that would be the reaction of a fighter taking the first L. But it was, man. And Chris Eubank Jr., he's a big, say what you want about Chris Eubank Jr., but one thing he doesn't do is quit. He doesn't quit in his stool. One thing his dad, Chris Eubank Sr., engraved in him is, man, you can't quit, man. You got to keep going, So, yeah, man, I think that Chris Eubank Jr. will be a great fight for Canelo Alvarez in the future. And it's been said that Canelo Alvarez is going to go to the UK to fight Rocky Fielding. Callum Smith. So, that being said, Chris Eubank Jr. has a really good chance of fighting Canelo Alvarez, and that would be really, really, really big fight. I think Canelo Alvarez is an athletic fighter, just like Chris Eubank Jr. is. I think Canelo Alvarez is a little more of a boxer. So it'll be a really good fight. It'd be like an athletic fighter versus like a athletic boxer type thing. Chris Eubank Jr. is very unorthodox when he fights. He does things really weird. He doesn't really use his jab. He sort of uses angles and getting really low to throw uppercuts and hooks down low and then come up top. So Chris Eubank Jr. would be a really good fight for Canelo Alvarez. Since Canelo seems like he's gonna go to the UK market and try a whole nother market. He's fought in LA. Canelo Alvarez has fought in LA, right? He's fought in Madison Square Garden when he fought Rocky Fielding, and now he's gonna try a whole nother market, which is the UK, which is an untapped market for, a Mexican fighter. So this is going to be a really big deal, man. Chris Eubank Jr., superstar in the UK, I think. I think he's a phenomenal fighter. I just think, maybe he moved a little bit too quickly for fighting for his titles. Maybe he forced the opportunity. But, he did what he had to do, and, he can't. I think he'll come back stronger. So, The thing is, Junior wants to redeem the Rocky Fielding loss, in my opinion. He wants to redeem that loss because that's just a bad look. So believe me, if you guys think that Chris Eubank Jr. won't be there for this Callum Smith fight in Wembley Stadium, think again. Chris Eubank Jr. is going to be there, and they could easily set up any top UK fighter in the UK might want to hop in that ring for Canelo Alvarez. Who knows what's going to happen? In my opinion, the best person probably is a Chris Eubank Jr. So I'm really excited, man. We're going to see how this whole thing unfolds. I'm pretty sure Chris Eubank Jr. is going to have a lot to say on Canelo fighting Callum Smith. So watch what he says recently, man. He's going to really, since Canelo's going to be in his backyard in the UK, he's going to really be critical of any fighter fighting from the UK because, when you fight for a nation, when you fight and you happen to live in a country, you basically fight for that nation in boxing. That's how it works. Internationalism is huge in boxing. That's basically what it's all about. So, man, I'm really excited that Chris Eubank commented on it, and I'm glad someone called it out because I think he's right, man. He did look a little too happy to lose that title. I mean, granted, he was paid a lot of money, but still, But let me know how you guys feel about it, though, man. Do you guys think Chris Eubank Jr. is going to hop in the ring and challenge Canelo Alvarez if he beats Callum Smith? I'm not talking about Callum Smith, but you guys think he's going to hop in the ring? Because I think it's just a believable, it's a believable outcome, I mean, what's for Chris Eubank Jr. at 168 anyway, unless he wants to come all the way to America to fight Ramirez, you know what I mean? So let me know how you guys feel about it, though. Like, comment, subscribe. This is the Empire. Geoboxing Empire.